The pictures are faded, but the scenes are hauntingly familiar. 20-year-old images of humiliation, interchangeable with the 1980s.
Unless you learn from the disaster, you're not going to be any better prepared for it the next time.
Lloyd Bucher was in command when the USS Pueblo was attacked by North Korean gunboats in January of 1968. 1 man died and 82 were captured. It was a day of confusion and humiliation.
At no time did I ever expect that we would be attacked and fired on. We did expect harassment.
They were different times. American servicemen being attacked and then taken hostage in an act of terrorism seemed impossible in 1968. That the U.S. would not respond in kind seemed unbelievable.
When that help didn't arrive, and after a week in captivity there had been no retaliation, to my knowledge, I did feel that we had been let down enormously.
But the nation quickly learned about political paralysis, and the Pueblo crew began a nightmare. The ship was on an espionage mission. The North Koreans claimed their territorial waters had been violated. Most of the evidence showed otherwise. But while the governments debated, the crewmen were subjected to brutal treatment.
We had all the way from the experience of being near dead, being, surrounded by no other comfort than warm blood, to the experience of having hope of return.
The torture at the hands of the North Koreans would last 11 months, punctuated by occasional acts of defiance. Then finally release. And then began the questions about how the capture could have happened. The skipper claims it was political fear.
I asked for help. I was told it was on the way. It didn't get there. It was recalled by political decisions made in the White House.
His executive officer claims that Bucher lacked judgment.
He's a good old boy. He was the life of the party and all of this kind of thing, but I really honestly feel that any other commanding officer who just followed his directions wouldn't have had that same situation.
20 years later, the debate over the Pueblo continues. All 82 crew members survived the ordeal. Most are long since retired from the Navy. Bucher is now an artist in California. Murphy sells insurance and recreational vehicles. Despite their differences, neither man is bitter. And for the U.S., the scenario played out 20 years ago remains all too familiar. Pat Dawson, CNN, El Cajon, California.